A part of monthly hostel charges is fixed and the remaining depends upon the number of days one has to take food in the mess. When a student A takes food for 20 days, she has to pay rupees 1000 as hostel charges, whereas a student B who takes food for 26 days pay 1180 rupees as hostel charges. Find the fixed charge and the cost of food per day. We will consider the fixed charge as rupees X and the cost of the hostel per day as rupees Y. We write, let the fixed charge is rupees X and the cost of food is rupees Y per day. You see, X rupees is the fixed charge one has to pay, and for each day Y rupees for the food. So if one wants to take food for 20 days, then he has to pay 20 Y rupees. 20 Y is the cost of food and X is the fixed charge. So X plus 20 Y is equal to 1000. 1000 is the amount one has to pay if he take food for 20 days. The another person take food for 26 days, so he has to pay 26 Y rupees, and the fixed charge is rupees X. Then X plus 26 Y is the total amount he has to pay, that is 1180 rupees. These are the two equations. If we want, we can solve. Better we solve these equations by elimination method. Just subtract them, because both of the two equations have their coefficient of X is same, so we subtract them. Change the sign, minus, minus, minus. This X we cancel out. 20Y minus 26Y is minus 6Y, and 1180 minus 1000 is 180 negative. So Y we will get 30 rupees. Okay, this value of Y we put in equation number 1. Equation 1 is X plus 20 and Y we will put as 30 is equal to 1000. Then X we will get 1000 minus 600. That will be 400 rupees. Okay, you see this 600 we shift here, minus 600 subtract from 1000, we will get 400 rupees. Therefore, at last the answer can be written as the fixed charge is rupees 400 and the cost of food is rupees 30 per day. Thank you. A fraction become 1/3 if 1 is subtracted from the numerator. You see, we will consider, let the numerator of the fraction is is X, and the denominator is Y. Therefore, the fraction is X upon Y. We consider the numerator of the fraction is X and denominator is Y, then the fraction will be X upon Y. Now question says, if we subtract 1 from the numerator, you see numerator is x, 1 we subtract, it will be x minus 1. Denominator is c. The question is, a fraction become 1 by 3 if 1 is subtracted from the numerator and it become 1 by 4 if 8 is added to the denominator. If we add 8 to denominator, it will become 1 by 4. You see, from here, we will get the first equation. This 3 we cross multiply here and y here. So it will be 3x minus 3 is equal to y, or 3x minus y is equal to 3. Here 4 we multiply here and this here, it will become 4x is equal to y plus 8, then 4x minus y is equal to 8. This is equation 2 and this will be equation 1. These two also we solve by the same elimination method. The first equation is 3x minus y is equal to 3 and the second equation is 4x minus y is equal to 8 we have. Just subtract minus, plus, minus, change the sign. Y we cancel, 3x minus 4x is minus x is equal to 3 minus 8 is minus 5. So value of x we will get 5. This value of x we put in equation number 1. Equation 1 is 3 into x. X we put as 5 minus y is equal to 3. So y we will get 15 minus 3, that is 12. The fraction will be x upon y, that will be 5 by 12. This is the final answer. At last we can write, therefore the required fraction is 5 by 12. Therefore the required fraction is 5 by 12. Remember, we can verify also by subtracting 1 from the numerator. If we subtract 1 from the numerator, the fraction will become 4 by 12, that is 1 by 3. And if we add 8 to the denominator, it will be 5 by 20, that is 1 by 4. Yash scored 40 marks in a test by getting 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 mark for each wrong answer. Had 4 marks been awarded for each correct answer and 2 marks been deducted for each incorrect answer, Yash would have scored 50 marks. How many questions were there in the test? We will consider that Yash solved x number of questions correctly and y number of questions wrong. We write, let Yash solve x questions correctly and y questions wrong. You see, for each correct question, he will get 3 marks. So, total 3x marks he will get by solving x correct questions. And for each wrong, he has to lose question 1 mark. He has solved y number of wrong questions. So, y marks he will be reduced. So 3x minus y is the total marks he will get, that is his total score 40 marks. In the question it is said that if he receive 4 marks for each correct answer, then total marks will be 4x, and if 2 marks for each wrong answer will be deducted, then 2y will be the 4x minus 2y will be his score, that is given here 50. Now these are the two equations, linear equations. We can solve these also by elimination method. You see, this we consider equation 1 and this equation 2. Equation 2 we divide by 2. First equation is 3x minus y is equal to 40, and by dividing the second equation it will become 2x minus y is equal to 25. You see, all the terms of second equation are divisible by 2, so better it divide by 2, we will get the coefficient of y same. Now subtract the two equations, just change the sign. This will cancel, 3x minus 2x will be x, and 40 minus 25 will be 15. The value of x 15 we put in the first equation. The first equation is 3x, x is 15, minus y is equal to 40. So y we will get 45 minus 40, that is 5. So in the question 15, in the question paper there are 15 questions Yash solved correctly and 5 questions wrong. Therefore total number of questions in the test is x plus y, that is 15 plus 5, 20. So there are 20 questions in the test. Places A and B are 100 km apart on a highway. One car starts from A and another car from B at the same time. If the cars travel in the same direction at different speed, they meet in 5 hours. If they travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. What are the speed of the two cars? You see, we can take this point as A and this point as B. A car is standing at point A and another car is standing at point B. Both of the two cars travel in this direction. Okay. After some time, they meet at this point, that is at point C. You see, the distance between A and B is given as 100 km. We will consider the distance between B and C is D1 km. We consider the speed of the car that starts from A is x km per hour. And the speed of the car that starts from B is y km per hour. You see, if we talk about the car which starts from B, we can use the formula speed equal to distance upon time. The car which starts from B, speed of the car that starts from B is y km per hour. It travels the distance d1 kilometer, and the time it required to travel this distance from B to C is we have given as 5 hours. So D1 we will get here 5, Y we consider it as equation number 1. Now we talk about the car that starts from A. We write for the car which starts from point A, Same formula we applying, speed equal to distance upon time. Speed of the car that starts from A is x kilometer per hour. It travel the total distance from here to here is 100 plus d1 kilometer. So the distance traveled by the car which starts from point A is 100 plus d1 kilometer, and the time it required same 5 hours. So it will become 5x is equal to 100 plus d1. The value of d1 from equation 1 we put here. So it will become 5y. 5x is equal to 100 plus d1 we put is 5y. Then it will become 5x minus 5y is equal to 100, and x minus y is equal to 20, equation number 1. You see, if we take the relative speed of the two cars, the relative speed of the two cars will be x minus y kilometer per hour. And if they travel in the same direction, then speed will be subtracted. That is, the relative speed of the two cars is x minus y kilometer per hour. That will be distance upon time. Distance is 100 kilometer and time is 5 hours. So x minus y equal to 100 by 5, or you will get the same equation if that formula you apply directly. Now you see, if the car travel towards each other, we consider the car which starts from A travel towards B, and the car which starts from B travel towards A. Then this is the point we take as D, at which E we will take. This is the point E we take at which the two cars meet. You see, at point E we will consider the distance between B and E is d2 kilometer. The distance between B and E we consider as d2 kilometer. You see, now again for the car which starts from B. For the car which starts from B, by speed equal to distance upon time, speed of the car is y kilometer per hour. It travel the distance d2 kilometer and the time it required 1 hour. Therefore, d2 is y. We will get as equation number. This equation we take as A and this is 2. Now we talk about the car which starts from A. So we write, now for the car which starts from A, the speed of that car is x kilometer per hour, and it will travel total 100 minus d2 kilometer distance, and it required only 1 hour. You see, this distance we considered from B to E as d2, so therefore this is the remaining distance 100 minus d2. Now you can see it will be x is equal to 100 minus d2 we put as y, so x plus y is equal to 100. You see, if we use the concept of relative speed, if the car travel towards each other, then their relative speed will be the sum of them, sum of their individual speed, that is x plus y kilometer per hour, and the distance they has to travel 100 kilometer and time is 1 hour. So speed equal to distance upon time. If we apply the formula directly, then this equation we will get. We consider this as equation number B. Now the two equations, that is equation A and B, we solve by elimination method. You see, the first equation is x minus y is equal to 20, and the second equation is x plus y is equal to 100. This is the first equation and this is the second equation. A and B we have named whatever. You see, this y we cancel out and it will be 2x is equal to 120, then x is 60. This value of x we put in equation number 1. That is 60 minus y is equal to 20. Then y we will get 40 kilometer per hour. So the speed of the car that starts from point A is 60 kilometer per hour, and that of the car which starts from point B is 40 kilometer per hour. At last we can write the answer is the speed of the car which starts from B is 40 kilometer per hour, and the speed of the car which starts from A is 60 kilometer per hour. Thank you. The area of a rectangle get reduced by 9 square unit if its length is reduced by 5 units and breadth is increased by 3 units. If we increase the length by 3 units and the breadth by 2 units, the area increased by 67 square units. Find the dimension of the rectangle. We will write, let the length of the rectangle is equal to x units and the breadth is equal to y units. We consider the length of the rectangle x units and the breadth y unit. Then area will be x into y, that is length into breadth. You see, if the length is reduced by 5 units and breadth is increased by 3 units, then the new length will become x minus 5 units and new breadth become y plus 3 units, and it will be reduced by 9 units from the previous area. That is, this is the previous area and this is the area obtained by reducing the length by 5 units and increasing the breadth by 3 units. This is the new area, this is the old area, and the difference is given as 9. You can solve it. You write xy minus xy plus 3x minus 5y minus 15 is equal to 9, or xy minus xy minus 3x plus 5y plus 15 is equal to 0, or 3x minus 5y, this will be 9. 3x minus 5y is equal to, we will get 6. This is the first equation. Now, you see, in the question it is said that if we increase the length by 3 units and the breadth by 2 units, length if we increase by 3 units and breadth if we increase by 2 units, then the new length will be x plus 3 units and new breadth will be y plus 2 units. Then the new area will be x plus 3 into y plus 2 square units. From this increased area, if we subtract the original area, we will get 67, because now area increased by 67 square units. So area increased means from increased area, the given area we subtract to get by what amount area increased. You will get as xy plus 2x plus 3y plus 6 minus xy is equal to 67. By this xy, this we cancel. This will be 2x plus 3y is equal to 61. Equation number 2. These are the two equations. We solve these equations by elimination method. We will make the coefficient of x equal. Multiply the first equation by 2 and the second equation by 3. The first equation will become 6x minus 10y is equal to 12, and the second equation will become 6x plus 9y is equal to 183. Now subtract the two equations, just change the sign. This will be cancelled and we will get as minus 19y is equal to minus 171. Then y we will get minus 171 by minus 19. That is 9. So the value of y is 9 that we place in the first equation. The first equation is 3x minus 5y. Y we put as 9 is equal to 6. Then it will be 3x is equal to 6 minus 6 plus 45, or 3x is equal to 51, or x is equal to 17. So the value of x is 17 and y is 9. That is, the length of the rectangle is 17 units and the breadth is 9 units. At last we can write, therefore the length of the rectangle is equal to 17 units and the breadth 9 units.